Good day, beautiful people. You're watching The Cave,
The Cave.
the place for everything music. We are going to be talking about the most amazing musical acts, the best person on the scene right now, the songs that you can't get enough of, and other things around music.
Five,
The Cave.
7, 8,
The Cave.
9, 10.
You are welcome to the show. Now, today's show is going to be very exciting because we have great news, amazing news. Now, you would have heard of the artist known as Shaboozey. Shaboozey had the hit country song, right? Everybody knows the song that was an adaptation of another song, but it's obviously called a bar song, Tipsy. Now, it was an adaptation of an earlier song that he made into country. It was a hip hop song, and he made it into country, and it was so lit, it blew up in the charts. However, he has now been nominated for a country music award, and this is great because he, like a lot of people now know, is Nigerian. In fact, his name is Shaboozey, right? He's a Nigerian American, or as American blogs like to put it, an American Nigerian, an America with Nigerian descent. However, he has now been nominated for the Country Music Awards, and this is a big deal. Why is this a big deal? It's a big deal because historically in America, the country music side of things has mostly been a southern white affair. So for a black person to be nominated, it's very few and far in between. The first black person ever nominated was Tracy Chapman for her song Fast Car in 1988. So it's not been a lot since then. In fact, this year is especially peculiar because if music lovers here and listeners to this show would know that Beyonce recently ventured into country music. However, Beyonce wasn't even nominated. So Beyonce has a whole album out and she wasn't nominated for anything, country music wise. Shaboozey even had to send her basically like a sympathy message and saying, oh, we know you've paved the way and all of that. I don't know how I feel about that because, to be honest, we all knew that Shaboozey was doing country music and mixing it with hip hop, fusing it in a very, very clear and, beautiful, unique manner long before Beyonce ventured into it. Now, Beyonce made some songs and obviously being Beyonce caused waves, but trust me, we who are the real country music fans recognize that Shaboozey represents us. Beyonce came with all that, obviously fanfare, but Shaboozey represents us. And so Shaboozey saying, oh, she opened doors and everything. I'm like, okay, maybe with her fame, but it's for the real hardcore country music fans, which the Country Music Awards represent. They do not really rate her as a country music artist like Shaboozey. And that's why Shaboozey, I feel, got the nomination. And I'm okay with him getting the nomination and Beyonce not having any. Beyonce being snubbed. So,
A few moments later.
but it's great news. It's great news for Nigeria. It's great news for, basically Africans as a whole. Because really, it means that when we venture into things, a lot of Nigerian Americans that exist. When we venture into other spheres, musically, it's not just Afrobeat. We can do everything. We can do hip hop. We can do R&B. We can do everything. And that's what we're happy about. This is great news. Now, there's another topical conversation that's happening. Kendrick Lamar was just announced as a Super Bowl performing artist for the halftime show. This is important because the Super Bowl is happening this year or next year, it should be February. But the Super Bowl is happening in New Orleans. New Orleans. That is going to be very, very, very topical because there's one artist that is from New Orleans. One artist. And that artist is no other than Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne is from New Orleans, and Lil Wayne has been pushing He has been pushing for her to have the Super Bowl halftime show. It's finally coming to his hometown. He wants to represent. He wants to perform at that Super Bowl halftime. However, he was snubbed. He was snubbed for Kendrick Lamar. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, it's because of the buzz around Kendrick Lamar. Obviously, we know about the beef with Kendrick Lamar and Drake. Many people widely believe that Kendrick Lamar won the beef. In fact, he has the highest grossing or highest streamed, highest whatever, this song ever made with Not Like Us. So people are saying, well, it's all this fanfare, it's all this, and that's what's pushing Kendrick Lamar ahead of Lil Wayne. But it's like, there's no way you're coming to New Orleans, right? Lil Wayne is from New Orleans, and you're going to bypass Kendrick Lamar. Yeah, you want to capitalize and you want to say, okay, everybody would watch the Super Bowl halftime show because Kendrick Lamar is a hot star of the moment. However, Lil Wayne is not a slouch either, and you're doing the Super Bowl in a town. I really believe that once Lil Wayne steps on that stage, everybody will be happy. We all globally know who Lil Wayne is. Globally, please do not think just America, because the truth of the matter is, despite the fact that the beef was, very widespread, do not make the mistake of thinking locally. I'm talking to the Super Bowl producers now. Do not make the mistake of thinking locally or thinking that, just the people in the West or in North America are going to watch the Super Bowl. Lil Wayne has a more global appeal than Kendrick Lamar. And this is the thing. We know that once Lil Wayne's songs start to play, if Lil Wayne plays Amelie, for example, there is no Kendrick Lamar song besides Not Like Us that is touching Amelie. And in fact, I would argue that Amelie would give a very, 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 very nostalgic response to people who are watching. More than Not Like Us, because a lot of people are tired of Not Like Us, because over the past few months, it's been played incessantly. Now, you have Lil Wayne come up there and play classics. I feel personally, for the town and global appeal, Lil Wayne is a better person to do the halftime show. He's been pushing for it. It's not like he doesn't want it. I do not know what the holdup is. Or wait, maybe I have an idea. So, you see, there was something that happened some years ago with the Super Bowl. Colin Kaepernick, because of the protests, the police brutality, Colin Kaepernick, who was a quarterback, protested and said he was going to kneel down when the national anthem was being played. That obviously caused a lot of ire, basically a buzz, and there's just a lot of contention. People, especially black people in the US, were boycotting all things NFL, including the Super Bowl, the biggest game. Because of this, the Super Bowl, in order to save face, named Jay-Z as the person from the black community, but also just a figurehead in the black community, but also a person who would oversee activities relating to Super Bowl entertainment. He accepted, and all of a sudden, since then, we've seen acts like Dr. Dre, 50 Cent, and even Kendrick, to a lesser degree, perform jointly. Mary J. Blige performed jointly at the Super Bowl. We've had Rihanna since then. She's performed. We've had Usher. Usher performed last year. The point is, I think we've had Alicia Keys also performed with Usher. But my point is, we've had a lot of black acts since Jay-Z took over. But the thing is, make no mistake about it, Jay-Z is the person that oversees that. And so because of that, everybody has to sign off on everybody. Now, Lil Wayne has made it known that since the Super Bowl is coming to his hometown, he would like to perform. However, if Jay-Z has a problem with Lil Wayne, for example, and he oversees the event, there's no way Lil Wayne is going to perform, which I think is the case. So I think for some reason, somewhere, there's some kind of beef, or maybe not even a beef, a cold war between Jay-Z and Lil Wayne, especially because Lil Wayne is on the out and out with Birdman. Obviously, he accused Birdman of ripping him off, cheating him, and, Anyways, So I believe that's why Lil Wayne is not performing at New Orleans. Obviously, it also makes business sense because if he presents it and says, "Oh, Kendrick Lamar is the hottest artist of the moment. He's the one everybody is listening to right now. Let's play him." It doesn't. It's not like Lil Wayne isn't still a superstar. It's not like Lil Wayne wouldn't come there and make the New Orleans people happy because the New Orleans people do not want Kendrick Lamar to perform over Lil Wayne. They will not pick him over Lil Wayne. So it's not about the hometown. And globally, I think the global audience will benefit more from Lil Wayne performing. So I do believe that's Jay-Z holding us back. This is my opinion. Obviously, we don't have definitive proof of this, but I know these things. These are the factors. The number one factor is that Lil Wayne wants to perform. The second factor is that Lil Wayne is also a superstar and has hits that would make everybody move, from years back and make them nostalgic. And it's in the hometown. So these three factors should make him perform. And the only reason that I see him not being able to is because he's being blocked from it by the person overseeing it, Jay-Z. So that's my opinion. That's the topical issues of the moment. And that's what I wanted to share with you guys. Really, I wanted to give you my opinion. I wanted to give, the listeners their opinion. And you can tell me what you think in the comment section. You can disagree. We can have a conversation. Or, you can give other perspectives that maybe I haven't even thought about. I'll be looking forward to that. So really, this is today's episode of The Cave. Next time, we're going to have an even more interesting episode for you guys because next time we're going to talk about something that is near and dear to a lot of us, something that affects every one of us individually. I mean, music lovers individually. So stay tuned for the next episode. But till then, guys, stay safe. I'll talk to you next time.